See, she knew predators work. She knew it like the back of her hand. So when she looked down on my tethered life, and make no mistake about it, it was tethered, because I was making 36 cents a day in the penitentiary. My draw at the end of the month was $5.20. I hadn't got a letter in 2 years' time. When she looked down on my tethered life, what was left of it, she recognized the assault, boy, that the illness had levied on me. And thank God she wasn't taken back by what she saw. She basically called it like she saw it. Garden variety dope fiend, dime a dozen. And then you know the strangest thing of all? Because you know when she said that to me, I was ready to knock her head clean off her shoulders. And I remember her staring at me and I was staring at her. And then you know what she said about 30 seconds later? And shut up. How come she told me to shut up? See, that was a big part of it. How come she told me shut up? Don't say nothing.
She already knows some bulls about to punch your mouth.
Say it a little louder.
She already knew some bulls about to
She knew that garbage that was going to come rolling out of my mouth. See, because I had every alibi for her that a human being could have why it was going that way. See, just like I unfolded in front of you, we're talking about some of those drugs. See, she knew that I was going to say it was conspiracy out to get me. She knew that I was going to say they didn't like me because I was black and I was smart and I was from Detroit. She knew that I was going to say heroin was okay, it was the other drugs that was bad. She knew I was going to come with it. The police was out to get me. And remember what I said. They didn't jump on me. What did I say? I jumped on them. Right? But she knew I was going to say they jumped on me. She didn't want to hear it. Thank God she didn't want to hear it, because she knew it like the back of her hand. She said, you suffer from the disease of chemical dependency, addiction. That's what you suffer from. That's why your lights are off, your gas is off, your water's off, your phone's off. That's how come you've been in the penitentiary 4 times. That's why you're 13-time convicted felon. That's why there's 18 stitches over here, 4 over here, 7 on your stomach. That's why your hand stays like this forever. That's why you haven't got a letter in the last 2 years here in the penitentiary. That's why nobody wants to be around you. And I remember telling myself, I've been getting high for 20 years. What's she talking about? See, because that's all I could remember, Spencer, was getting high. She couldn't be talking about my best friend, because I had turned getting high into my best friend. And I couldn't even squeeze the thoughts in my head that she was saying. But I did be quiet. I also finally figured out why she wanted me to be quiet. Because she knew that if I was talking, I couldn't what? I couldn't hear. And more than anything, she wanted me to hear. And boy, did I get an earful. First of all, I found out that I had a medical illness. I'm not saying that we need to excuse your behavior because you did what you did. Am I right? But if you got a medical illness that brought you here and you don't take care of that illness, what is the illness destined to do? Kill you. Not only kill you, it's going to bring you back here. And some of y'all done been home to prove that to yourself, am I right? And been back here. How many people in here done tried switching drugs? Anybody try switching drugs? How many people in here done tried switching states? Anybody switch states? How many people in here done tried switching wives? Anybody switch wives? How many people in there done tried switching courtrooms? Anybody switch courtrooms? Switch parole officers? Switch judges? Switch cars? In fact, I even switched cars one time. Anybody ever said, that car is jinxed, I need to get another car? Anybody ever done that? Yeah. If I'd have been in the blue car instead of the red car, they wouldn't have knocked me. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, I done it all. I done it all. And you know what? Every single time I ended up right back in the same place. You know, there's a scene in Predator And again, I'm using a movie that you're all very familiar with. There's a scene in Predator where Predator has killed one of the team members and they put him in a body bag to take him back because Marines never leave their own. They always take their own to bury him. And they needed to get some sleep. They were tired. So when they set up camp, they completely booby-trapped the camp so they could get some sleep. Flares and tripwires and so forth. And they went to sleep, and when they woke up, the body was gone. Remember? He had took the body. He had got in and taken the body. And they were arguing with one another. Remember? They were arguing with one another. How did he get by? How could he get in there and take the body? And remember, Schwarzenegger was standing, and he started panning up. He looked up, and his eyes just kept going up. And he said, he's using the trees. And when you think about addiction, see, it uses your own mind to trip you up. Think about it. That's a pretty powerful illness. It takes something that you should be using to help save yourself. Instead of using it to your advantage, it turns into your disadvantage. It turns your own mind against you. And the more intellect you sit on, the better it can handle you. See what I'm saying? Because you manufacture more excuses. In other words, they tell you need to work 12 steps, you'll turn into 11 or 9. They'll say you need to practice going to meetings, and guess what? You'll say, well, I can't go talk to nobody about my personal business. See, the illness uses your very own mind to trip you. And that's one of the most insidious things about it. One of the things that I hope you can discover, one of the things that I hope I can help you understand.